Well, I tried. I gave it all I got today. Um, how should I start this video out? Went to Lake Louisville. Nothing. So I was like, alright, cool. I'm gonna go to the next pond that my boss told me to go to. Nothing. He told me, there's gonna be all these big old fish. They ain't caught nothing smaller than 2 pounds. Get out there. I can literally see straight to the bottom, and I don't see jack crap. So I was like, alright, cool. Benefit of the doubt. So then, after I leave that spot, I actually tried this creek out around the corner from my house. And it's an actual creek. It's called Arbor Creek. And it runs all the way from where my first video started at that pond. And I explained in those videos that behind that pond, there's a creek that runs, down 3 or 4 streets. So, I didn't start at the pond, but I started about right in the middle of the creek, where there's actually water. Hang on, I'm trying to bust a hoe here. So, from where I'm at to the pond is all dry. But where I'm at to the end of the creek is full of water. Okay. Well, started in the middle. I fished. I saw a couple of fish swirls, but I'm pretty sure it was wind swirls. It's kind of hard to tell the difference when you're, looking at the same wave the whole time. And there ain't jack diddly. Didn't catch crap. I mean, I went all the way down to where there is no water on this end of the creek. It was completely dry. And I was like, alright, maybe it's just me. And I go to ask somebody, I say, hey, y'all ever caught anything out of this creek? Because, I threw everything in my box. I had every bit of every worm in my box out to catch something. Well, here's a hilarious story. None of them worked. I didn't even get one bite. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, are you kidding me? So now, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard spot here. By the way, I've only been out here an hour and a half, and I've already went all the way up and down the creek. Now, I took my time with it, too. I mean, I didn't really nitpick it. I wasn't like, oh, look, there's a tree. No, I just, wherever it landed, cool. Because I usually have, great lucks on creek. Creeks is one of my fortes. But not this creek, apparently. Crap, I almost went home and got my bow and put a shotgun shell on the end of it. On the end of the arrow. And then, to make matters even better, I go to the dry end of the creek. I got about halfway to the dry end of the creek. Halfway. And I was like, I'm not walking all this way. I'm just going to drive it. So I go to the dry end of the creek. I don't really see straight to the bottom. And I'm just standing here for 5 minutes looking at this crystal clear water. And there ain't nothing in it. Nothing. I'm throwing rocks everywhere just see if I can see some fish movement. It wasn't even that. How does that even happen? So now, I'm debating on going to the actual pond where this creek runs into, or a lake, or whatever you want to call it. This chick is riding my booty. I'm debating on going because, nothing's biting today, and it's a pretty day. And I was like, maybe it's just the weather, like the weather changes, but it was like 72 yesterday. I was like, well, okay. And then so it looks like I'm gonna try this part out. I have this pond behind my house, but I've never seen anything jump. There's always people throwing trash in it, and low key, I don't want to go to do that one. You know, I've been debating on making a video on it, but it sits behind the Zennas on Trinity Mills and Rosemead, and it looks like an okay pond. But I'm not gonna go. No, heck with all that. That's too much. So now it looks like I'm going to this Rosemead or the Josie Lane, Rosemead, Peters Colony. I'm going to that pond, and I'm gonna try my luck, which God forbid. And if I catch something, cool. But so far, it's around here has been dry. As soon as I get to East Texas, every time I go to East Texas to go fishing in Longview, Kilgore, Ore City, you know, if I want to name the lakes, Lake of the Pines, Lone Star Lake, Synergy Park, you know, like all through there, I can catch about anything out of those bodies of water. Now, granted, I am in a boat. And, oh, I forgot to say Perky, but I want to leave that one off my list because I hate that lake now. Otherwise, you know, I'm good. It's like just around here in the DFWs, like I can't catch crap. And the funny thing is I've lived here like dang near my whole life. And whenever I was a kid, I was always catching, you know, fish, but they weren't just big. They're tiny. So now, I think I'm going to go to the back creek for this. Alright. Like, for real. I want to see if there's any water on this side of the pond. Or of the creek side of the pond. Like, there's water in it. But it doesn't go all the way down. Soon as you get to the next, and the water's low. Soon as you get to the next street, it's like there's no water. But then the street after, or that street to the one after, it's just like full of water. Like, this is some booty. But I'm gonna come and I'm gonna try. This is my favorite pond to fish. Number one, it's close. Number two, like the fish always change. Like they never bite on the same lure twice. I always catch different bass on different colors out here. It's a real lakey pond. You know, if you go to one end of a pond, of a lake, the fish will be biting on watermelon red. Then you go to the other side, and they're biting on Junebug. You know, I'll put those in quotations because that's not always the case. But, like, you never catch, like, the same fish on the same color lure over here. And that's cool. I mean, I know fish is fish at that point. But great googly moogly. And then I just pulled up to the pond right now. There ain't jack diddly. Like, the water's low. And it's not low, it's low. I'm having a frustrated day. I just want to catch something. I didn't know I'd have to, go every which way to go catch a fish. Like, I literally stopped. This is going to be my, 4th or 5th place that I stop at today to catch something. And Look, I already know that if I had to do a tournament and I have conditions like these in the middle of January, I'm telling them kiss my ass. I ain't fishing it. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even apply for that tournament. I take that back. It's not as low as I thought it was. I can't finesse it back. Not as low as I thought it was. But still, I guess because it's windy. I'm gonna try this Bad Creek just to catch something. Like, it's literally. Well, I fish the main pond. Like, alright, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay, this is what I'm talking about right here. Okay, so now we're turning. It goes from pond to creek. This is like what I was talking about. I know I don't really show y'all on videos. That's creek. You know, you see all the brush? That's, the creek bank. There it is. And usually, I do pretty dang good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I do pretty good on the pond side. I never caught anything out of this creek. I don't know why. I haven't seen one splash on any body of water that I have gone by today. Like, I don't even want to go fishing right now. So I think I'm going to call it quits. Like, if I went, y'all saw the feeder creek just then. That's the feeder creek to this pond that's over here. That same creek is what runs, to the three major streets. It just cuts all the way underneath them, You drive over them on the bridge and yada, yada, yada. Well, anyways, they're all connected. And all those are connected by the Trinity River on the random pond that I made a video of off of Hebron. I kid you not. I have looked and looked and looked, and I have followed the path, and they're all the same body of water. But nah, like, that's terrible. I've been driving around looking for just a new pond to go fish, trying my luck every which way. No. Ain't crap bite. It kinda pisses me off. Like, I know it's winter. I got that. Which way is the wind blowing? Because if I pull up and the wind's blowing in my face, I'm going straight home. Like, I'm not getting wind chaps. Standing out here for 45 to an hour, hoping to catch something. I'm about to check right now. It's in my face. Well, I say that. I'm going to go ahead and whip the bitch. Or whip a hoe, however y'all want to call it. Nah, it's blowing sideways. I don't think so. Now back off in there, wherever I'm at, is calm, but I'm not going through all that crap. Like, I've fished this whole pond probably 100 times already. Like, I tell y'all, when I sit at the house and do nothing except for play Fortnite and deal with my fishing stuff, like, literally, that's all I do. And so, I've came to this pond a lot, and I've walked around it, and I've found key spots that I personally know how to fish. I couldn't tell you about anyone else. I see a lot of people out there on kayaks that go through the creek. I mean, there's been every bit of 8 times while I was out there fishing. Y'all probably seen me on a couple of the videos. I went out there, and there's like 2 or 3 kayakers. And I was like, hey, man, what time did y'all get here? Oh, we got here at, we got out here at 2 o'clock. And it'd be like 8 o'clock. But did you catch anything? Nah, man, I threw everything. Like, I swear to God, I threw everything. I was like, dude, like, that sucks. And that's when they turned to me. Well, did you catch anything? Like, you want me to be honest? Yeah. Man, I caught 7. But how do you catch 7, man? I threw everything. I threw everything from a watermelon red fluke all the way to a watermelon red Cinco, and then I threw this, that, and the third. I'm like, dog, honestly, I just kept with the light tackle. Like, I wasn't even like trying. I just came out here to chill out. And then they get mad at me. I mean, the same thing happened to me at that random pond, and I wish I would have got video of it. Because this crap was so funny, but I'm out there fishing at this random pond where the Trinity runs into, and then, waters all this crap. So, I'm across this pond, like, across a pond where if they threw a lure, I can easily cross their line. Like, we're right across from each other. So I'm throwing my lures, and I said, man, what time did you get out here? Man, we've been out here since 12. It's every bit of 9:30. Like, this is, daylight savings or something like that. Daylight savings, daylight wasting, I don't know. But, soon as I came over there, they're like, dog, like, we saw you catch 10 fish, just, what are you using? Man, I can't tell you. No, man, tell me. Well, if you want me to be honest, I'm throwing stuff that you ain't caught. What's that? I was using a chrome rattle trap, and I was just one after another. Like, they were just eating that crap up. But they were throwing, worms, they were throwing swim jigs, like, they threw it all. And I felt bad for them. Because they were out there all that time, and they were throwing the wrong baits. Whenever I just walk up in there, and first thing I pull out of the tackle box, and I'm smoking these fish. So, today has not been a great day, and I wish it was like the days that I have explained or witnessed the time and time before. It sucks I ain't got a boat. If